Hi everyone, this is Stephen with Yewtree Legacy. You know, no matter who you are or where you're from, there's one undeniable truth. We all want more out of life, more hope, more clarity, more strength to keep moving forward. And that's exactly what this message is designed to give you. Let's dive in.
Let's talk about why people think you're a bad person. Not because you are, but because you act like someone they can't trust. You say it's just your personality. They say it's exhausting. You say you're being honest. They say you're being cruel. You say you're misunderstood. They say they're done trying to understand. This isn't about your heart. It's about your impact. Let's talk about why and ways to change that. You're not a villain, but you've built habits that make people feel unsafe. You interrupt, you gossip, you dominate, you deflect. You think you're being helpful, but you're actually being invasive. You think you're being funny, but you're actually being dismissive. You think you're being real, but you're actually being reckless. And here's the truth. Intentions don't erase consequences. People don't judge your heart. They judge your effect. And if your effect is chaos, discomfort, or distrust, they'll walk away, even if you meant well. Let me tell you a story. There was a co-worker who loved to share. They weren't malicious, just chatty. They passed around personal info like it was office trivia. Who was struggling? Who was getting divorced? Who got written up? They called it keeping people informed. But one day, the corporate CEO came in for a surprise walkthrough. The co-worker didn't recognize them, thought they were a new hire. So, they started talking, spilling private details about team members. The CEO didn't say a word, just looked around and saw the discomfort, saw the emotional bars between people, saw a team that didn't trust each other because one person couldn't keep their mouth shut. That day, the co-worker lost their job, not because they were evil, but because they were careless. And careless people don't build teams, they break them. In family, you're not hated. You're just avoided because you never apologize. In friendships, you're not toxic. You're just exhausting because everything becomes about you. In business, you're not incompetent. You're just unreliable because you blur lines that should stay sharp. People don't need you to be perfect. They need you to be aware because awareness builds discernment. And discernment builds trust. This is your crossroads moment. You can keep defending your intentions, or you can start owning your impact. Here's what I want you to do right now. Mentally replay the last time someone pulled away from you. Ask yourself, did I dismiss their feelings? Did I make a joke when I should have made space? Did I share something that wasn't mine to share? This isn't about shame, it's about clarity. Because little by little, you either become someone people trust or someone they survive. If this message hit you, don't run from it. Sit with it. Ask yourself, what version of me do people experience? And is it the one I think I'm showing? Because perception isn't always fair, but it's always real. And if you want to be remembered for your heart, you have to make sure your habits don't betray it. This is your reset. This is your beyond limits moment. And it starts now. You're not judged by your intentions. You're judged by your effect. And if your effect is chaos, it doesn't matter how kind your heart is.
One last thing. If today's message spoke to you, you'll love our new book, Digital Detox, Reclaiming Clarity Focus and freedom in a wired world is packed with practical steps to help you break through the noise and live with focus again. Grab your copy through the link in the description, and together, let's create a clearer, freer, and more focused world.
Thank you for spending time with Yewtree Legacy. For weekly inspiration and free resources, visit yewtreelegacy.com. You'll also find our latest blog and a free 7-day guide to help you start strong. See you again soon. Thanks for joining us here at Yewtree Legacy.